Heracross today. We did Machamp, Shiny Machamp in Platinum just before this. Now we're going to do this one. That said, this stream is going to be a little bit different than some of my other streams, so I'm just going to explain exactly what I'm doing here. I wanted to give you a behind-the-scenes look into how I put together Versus videos, and so this run is going to be a part of a Versus video later on in the year. If you don't want any spoilers for Heracross versus Pinsir, please do not watch this stream, because this run is likely to be in that video. I would say there's like a 90% chance it makes it into that video at this point, unless I decide to not put in my first playthroughs. That's unlikely though, because I am going to do a first playthrough with Pinsir, but I've already done an initial playthrough with Heracross in Generation 2. It was a really long time ago though, so yeah. I need to redo this thing because it deserves better results than I got for it before, and I figured that Pinsir is the best comparison with Heracross. It feels like Pinsir should be a fighting type. I honestly not really sure why it isn't. It would make it a lot better, I think. Anyways, let's talk about Heracross today. We're going to do one playthrough with it, so this is just going to be the first playthrough that I would include in the video, because this is how I do Versus videos. So I play the first playthrough with the Pokemon, then I play the second Pokemon. I'm playing Heracross first this time because I have more experience with it and a decent understanding of what to do with it because of my former video and the strategies people suggested. Then I'll play Pinsir because I believe it's at a disadvantage, so I should have the experience of playing Heracross first. After doing those two runs, then I take time to optimize, and then I do follow-up playthroughs for both of the Pokemon, typically in the same order, so probably Heracross first, then Pinsir second, unless something dramatic happens during the first playthroughs and I think that the results will reverse, then I will put the Pokemon that I think is at a disadvantage second, so that I have more experience when playing it. I always try to give the Pokemon with the disadvantage all of the benefits that it could have to achieve good results. Usually it doesn't help it. The Pokemon that we expect to win generally wins. In some cases, at least now with like 4 years of experience doing this. Okay, let's talk about Heracross as a Pokemon in Generation 2. It's kind of unfortunate. It's really cool bug fighting type, first bug fighting type in the series. It's also an awesome single stage Pokemon. It's really rare though, of course Game Freak doesn't want you to use it in the generation when it debuted. For base stats, it's pretty good. 80 HP, 125 attack, 75 defense, 85 speed, 40 special attack, and 95 special defense. 95 special defense is really nice, especially for red. The lower physical defense is unfortunate because it takes 4 times damage from flying type moves, but 85 speed means I'm probably going to be moving first throughout the majority of the run, especially in Crystal version. A badge boost with stat experience, with over-leveling, Heracross should be fine, although it has a slow growth rate, which is going to hold it back, and its move pool is not particularly good. It starts with Tackle and Leer. At level 6, it learns Horn Attack, Endure at level 12, and from there, its moves are not particularly good all the way until level 44, where it learns the only damage-dealing fighting-type move it can learn, Reversal. Game Freak, why? It's like, couldn't we have something else? Like, if this was Generation 1, they would have given it just Submission. Anyways, it does get Counter, like, I guess that's a fighting type move, and it does do damage, but it doesn't really... It's not really, like, type effectiveness is not going to help us there. And then it gets Mega Horn at level 54, but a bug type move with 85% accuracy is not great. You're going to want to, like, bug moves are good against Will and Karen, but I'm going to use Return against Will, probably, and Reversal is going to be good for Karen, so... Mega Horn feels like it kind of doesn't really have a niche, at least in a Generation 2 playthrough. Natalie's mentioning in the chat, Endure and Reversal as a combo together. Yeah, this is a fantastic combo together. You just have to be careful of Pokemon that have Quick Attack on their movesets. So, like, it won't work against Karen because she has Quick Attack on her Murkrow, so we need to be careful of stuff like that. There's some other problems with Heracross, but I think we should get into the playthrough because this tends to be about the amount of research that I do before my runs. Like, I'll sit down, I'll look up, like, let's say, Reversal and Mega Horn, see if they have secondary effects that I need to, like, take into account. I'll glance through the moveset, go like, okay, so we get Earthquake, we get Return, do we get Swift? Like, no, we don't get Swift, that's unfortunate, but luckily we get Headbutt, we get Curse, And we are going to get Fury Cutter, which is very important. Since this is like kind of a first playthrough, I'm going to be having Hidden Power Dark today with perfect IVs, DVs, and I will not be able to use Hidden Power throughout this playthrough, so it is banned. I have to defeat the Sudowoodo. The Gyarados I can't run away from because of the game's mechanics, and I cannot use a Pokédoll because of my rules. So I have to knock the Gyarados out, but I will be allowed to run away from the Snorlax. Is this inconsistent? Yes. I don't know. I've just always run away from the Snorlax and never actually thought about it. So, yeah. Kamiko, thank you for the 20 euros. Thank you for the double video today. Enjoying seeing Lexi. Yeah, I know. Lexi was really good. No Guard is amazing. Such a good ability. Yeah. Yeah. So good. Especially with the fighting type, because fighting type moves are not really known for their accuracy. No Guard would be good on a rock type too, honestly. Okay, so this is how we do it. We're gonna record Heracross now. Just so everyone knows, I stream in 68 FPS, but I record my videos in 240 FPS. So I will have to re-record this footage after the stream to get clean footage that I can use in post. But that may result in a slight discrepancy in the finish time. I'm finding it being about half a second for crystal runs. So if you notice in the final video that I report a time that's like 1 second slower or likely 1 second faster than the result that I get right now, that is because the re-recorded run had a slight discrepancy when I filmed it again. We plan to eventually bake the real time into the recording process so that it's always the same. But right now the timer just starts whenever it sees something happen in the game, so it's a little bit inaccurate. Yeah, I do that because I want to slow the footage down. So our base editing speed in post is 120 FPS. Like, we slow the footage down to 120 FPS, and then we put it on a 60 FPS timeline. And then we know that we can slow that footage down even more, down to like 50% speed, which is 60 FPS, and we don't lose any frames. So then the footage looks really smooth for all of you, and it doesn't get like stuttery. If you record at 60 FPS while playing on 4 times speed and then slow it down, it looks so bad. So, yeah. Okay, Heracross and Pokemon Crystal. Gotta remember to start recording a replay because I need that for later, and then we're gonna do this. Anyone have a nickname? Throw a nickname in the chat right now. I need it fast. Mom talks to me for a little while though, so. Harry. That's a good one. Heracross is obviously going to face Cyndaquil. We'll go with Harry. It's going to be funny because two of my Pokemon will be nicknamed Harry for October. This video is planned to come out in the middle of October, just so you know. I've actually almost finished all of the Fire Red recordings for the entire year. And yeah, so I'm working on October now with Crystal. That's the slow growth rate. You see that? It's just like so bad. I want to get to level 6 as fast as possible to learn Horn Attack. So yeah, you'll see this video come out in October. Chad is a good nickname too. I like that one. Also, Bubba is a really cute bug nickname. The theme for Crystal in October is going to be bug Pokemon. So you can. That's why Pinsir also with Heracross. I figured last year I did Pinsir versus Scyther in yellow version. So this year the bugs should move to Generation 2. And give us a formula that I can continue working on for the next 10 years. Until we finally get all the way to Black and White 2. Alright, dropped off. or talk to Professor Oak. Horn attack. I'm going to train a little bit here at the beginning of the game. I don't want to, like... In my first playthroughs, I play quite conservatively. So you will have noticed that if you watch a lot of my videos. Like, sometimes it'll seem like I'm training too much or I'm spending too much time in one area. It's mostly because in my first playthrough, I require myself to beat the game. So no matter what happens, even if I, like, underlevel and I get stuck somewhere for, like, 45 minutes, I require myself to keep going. I'm never going to just restart. That's not the case. Oh, we almost made a fatal mistake. Oh. Okay, we're good. Got a nickname, the rival, triple question mark. That is his name after all. So I always play more conservative in my first playthroughs just to make sure that I actually get through the game and I get a decent result. Hoppip is nice. It has good experience early on. I want to get a decent result in my first playthrough, and what I've found doing these challenges is if you just train lots and make sure that you're over leveling, you usually are able to finish your first playthrough with like quite good results in comparison to if you just go in blind and try and cut all of the trainers and like black out and reset everywhere. That tends to give a little bit worse results. But then in optimization, the opposite logic applies. You're going to get better results if you just cut everything and try and go like as close to the line of like, this is almost impossible as you can stand. Was not prepared for back-to-back videos today. Well, it's a stream and a video. It's not exactly. Now, so my plans for today, I have to get groceries, which is one of my least favorite tasks. But I have to get groceries. So after groceries, I won't have time to play Heracross, Pinsir today. Typically with versus videos nowadays, I like it if I can play both of the runs on the same day so that I know that I'm in a similar frame of mind for all the playthroughs. But in this case, I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'm just going to probably play Pinsir tomorrow. And depending on how I'm feeling, I may stream that one as well. I may also stream so you can follow I'm going to try this, but if it doesn't work out, that's fair. The Spearow is always going to peck, and it has 210 effective power, so I need to be able to survive. Okay, we actually did it. That's pretty good. I'm going to do Sprout Tower, though. I think the Falconer might be a little bit too much at this level. Level 8? Like, maybe level 10, I'll go back and try him. I won't fight too many trainers in here, just some. Anyways, it's noon right now, so I'll go get groceries after this, and then after I get groceries, no more time for Pinsir today. I have to complete a yellow video anyways, like finishing the playthroughs for that video. I'm trying to film one video a day right now. So then I'll come back and I'll do Pinsir tomorrow if I have energy to stream it. And I'll probably stream either both of them or just one of them and doing follow-up attempts for it so you can see how I approach that part of the process as well. Unfortunately, no cat cam today. Need to, promote me so I get big enough so that someone can go get my groceries for me. Yes. And then I can just sit here and play Pokemon all the time. Luckily, this Hoot does not have flying type moves. I just decided to continue going with this location because I'm pretty far up and I want to get the escape rope. And then I think it just makes sense to fight the Sage while I'm here. Again, like, if I was only doing one playthrough, I would be... I think the right word is probably neurotic. I would be a little bit neurotic about making these decisions, like doing overtraining, that sort of thing. But since I know I'm going to come back and do another playthrough, I'm not super worried about, like, making a bad choice in this case, in first playthroughs. It's more just, like, feeling the Pokemon out, getting a sense for where it's at. And technically, this is my second playthrough with Heracross in Generation 2. I'm pretty sure the other one, though, was in Gold version, and it was so long ago. I think my time with it was, like, 5 hours. is a completely different era of the channel. When is your next Dratini, aka wife run? Well, I did Gardevoir for the day I got married. But there is actually going to be another Gardevoir video soon with Austin in Generation 3. Going to be really good. Okay, Falkner, let's see how this goes. So Pidgey is a one-hit with Horn Attack at level 12. That means the Pidgeotto is going to be a two-hit. And yeah, Gus doesn't even do half. I could have done this at level 10. Yeah, level 10 is possible. Also, Heracross cannot learn Mud Slap. That's how bad its moveset is. It and Gligar are just crying together. You have to get the egg. You have to. The guy will not let you leave. The guy who gives you the Miracle Seed will not let you leave the city unless you have the egg. Or unless you've received the egg. That flag has to be set in the ROM. But once the flag is set, then you can proceed. Also, on my second attempts, these encounters will not show up, so I don't have to worry about them. $5 and 4 minutes in gold 3 years ago. Yep. That's about... My memory said 5 hours and 3 minutes, but yeah, 5 hours and 4, that makes sense. I did use the Dratini line. I talked about like Dratini evolving into Dragonair with my wife evolving into Fiancé. But then I decided not to break the pattern and go with Gardevoir for my wife. I felt it was a little bit... I don't want to fight the Goldeen, actually. Nope. I'm not doing it. Not today. Will we knock it out? Oh, sweet. That means we don't have to look for an Oddish in the forest. Go up here, get the Great Ball. There's 2 Great Balls on this route. One there, one there. This makes catching Psyduck in National Forest a little bit easier. It kind of likes to break out of Pokeballs. Sure, let's fight this guy. So the reason I'm doing a bunch of leveling, if you look on my set, I do not get anything that hits the rival's Ghastly other than Fury Cutter, and Fury Cutter is resisted by it. So it's not going to do very much damage, and the Ghastly is going to be able to put me to sleep, which breaks Fury Cutter's combo, keeping its damage really low. It's very annoying. I don't want to like cut levels now and then get stuck there. We'll skip the rock types. Will you and your wife ever do a rival lock on stream? I don't know what a rival lock is, but I'll look it up at some point. I don't know if she'll ever join on stream. What's my wife's favorite generation? I don't know. I haven't asked that to her, but she might say Gen 7. We had a really good time playing Gen 7 together. Gen 7 is like one of my favorite generations. I really like it. I really don't want to replay it, but I really like it as a game. I want to make a mod for that game that just removes all the cutscenes. Like a quality of life mod that's needed. 7 is the amount you need anyways for escape ropes. My favorite is Gen 4. Like a year ago I would have I would have been the exact opposite. Gen 4 is my least favorite generation until like I started playing it on the channel. Now that I'm playing it, I'm actually really enjoying it. It's a totally different experience than the first 3 generations. It's more similar. I would say like Gen 1 and Gen 3 are more similar to each other, and then Gen 2 and Gen 4 are more similar to each other, at least how they play in solo challenges. Like it really does feel when I'm playing Generation 4 that it's similar to Crystal. Like it's a slower experience, a lot of the trainers are quite bad. The ending of the game is not that hard like the League. Sometimes there is one trainer that's exceptionally hard. In Crystal, it's usually Red. In Platinum, it's typically somewhere from Gym Leader 2 to Gym Leader 7 is going to be brutal for whichever Pokemon you're playing. Like, yeah. Yeah, every Pokemon needs a redo. Oh, I didn't need this heal. Kurt heals you. I'm just being sloppy. Yeah, the slowness of the gameplay in Generation 4 was my main the main reason I didn't like it when I initially played it. But now that I'm playing it more and more, it's like growing on me a lot. So is Emerald. I also did not like Gen 3, like when I looked back on them nostalgically. I really liked Gen 5, Gen 7, Gen 1, and Gen 2. And then over time, my thoughts on that have shifted. Okay, Bugsy. This one should be fairly straightforward. We can also use Endure to survive Fury Cutter if we want, if it's like getting bad, but I don't think it is. My fighting type resists bug type. I'm pretty sure. My type chart knowledge is not, yeah, it's not very effective, so we're fine. Simple. Alright, that's an unfortunate amount of experience to have left over. Maybe I should have fought the Paris guy. I just don't like getting paralyzed there and then having to open my inventory and heal. I am going to go and get another level because damage rending thresholds matter a lot at low levels. And I have I need to encounter one Pokemon and I'll get it. Well, yeah, okay. I was like, it's Johto, so maybe 2 Pokemon, but no, 1 is enough. Alright, we need Fury Cutter. Leer is kind of useless at this point. Okay, now we just hope we get lucky. Look at this. Ghastly's first. Fury Cutter has 4 effective power. We might have to come... Oh, well, this is... Alright. Alright, goodbye. What? Are you kidding me? Okay, so that's like the best luck that I could have asked for in that fight. I am so happy with that. I thought I was gonna have like 5 or 6 resets there, just trying to get through the rival. Oh, I actually need this because I have my Bellsprout already. Yeah, I thought that was gonna be really bad, but apparently no. We're just fine. And if you're watching this and you want more Heracross content, go check out my run with Heracross in Generation 1. I did a backport for this thing a while ago, and then you can also go back and look at the old days of my channel if you really want to see some cringy stuff. I don't know, maybe it's not that cringy. I'm not sure about that video. It's not the Grimer video, but it can't be that good. I made it like ages ago. Oh, I didn't do the thing. I should have taught Headbutt when the repel ran out. Alright, now we can start going a little bit faster. I want to get by Todd. I don't think we need to deal with Todd. Okay. No. Fury attack is terrible. Doesn't backporting nerf mons? I don't know what you mean by nerf mons. Because they're missing moves? Well, yeah, they're missing some moves. But like, some mons get better because they get their combined special attack stat. So it depends on the mon, really. Like, some mons get better, some mons get worse. That's why it's interesting. Okay. Get myself Abra for teleport. And I gotta remember to pick up Kenya. I've been forgetting it a little bit too much lately. There we go. Kenya. We'll fight this guy today. He's got good experience yields. And if you're confident that you can knock out his Pokemon quickly, it's usually worth it. Lexi Wolf. I did not name my Machop after you. My Machop was actually named after Lex Friedman. I was watching some like space podcast at the moment when I caught it, and then I was like, okay, Lex Friedman does martial arts, so it's a fitting name for Machop. I was a female Machop, so I went with Lexi. Alright, now we hope the Psyduck shows up. If you wonder if I'm going to force this encounter at some point, the answer is yes, probably next year. There's like a lot of problems right now with replays and how they're implemented. So changing the base that I'm working from that allows me to force these encounters is a little bit inconvenient. I actually don't need that. I can just teleport back now. If you can buy the 7 escape ropes, you don't need to get Dig. Even though Psyduck can learn Dig, it just wastes time going and getting it. It's far away. Also, yeah, the fact that Heracross cannot learn Rock Smash is, like, hilarious. What? Why? It's a TM. Why can't I learn the fighting type TMs? Like, Dynamic Punch. Not that it would make it better, but, like, why can't it? I don't understand. So we could go for Fury Cutter here, but I think Headbutt's going to be more than enough, especially... Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, never mind, we crit. Headbutt's doing a little bit less than I was expecting. Probably better to Fury Cutter there. Just for safety. Also, if you're enjoying the double feature today, there is another video tomorrow. A fully produced video tomorrow. So, get ready for it. Mr. Mime and Pokemon Crystal. It's going to be so much fun. It's one of my... yeah. I'll be there for the premiere, I hope. It's really, really fun. Okay. Wudo. Let's go. We don't have good moves against this thing. But Fury Cutter is neutral, so I figure this is better. And it'll keep it away from low, like too low health where it can use Flail. Okay. I'm going to get Rock Smash. I normally don't. There's an Ether over here. I don't want to run into a Pokemon. Come on. Okay, good. Kimono Girls is usually best to do next. I grab this Hyper Potion in most playthroughs. Go. Yes, Mr. Mime since Father's Day, yes. And Ash's dad, exactly. That's the reason. I like planned the whole first half of the year around doing Mr. Mime on Father's Day. It was like Marowak on Mother's Day and Mr. Mime on Father's Day. I planned the whole first portion of the year around those two videos. And then I was too slow to get the Versus video finished in time. Yeah, there's a Hyper Potion there. I'm just going to use an Ether to continue, like my Ethers, because I have a good stockpile of them now. I don't really want to go back to the center. Not that far, but we'll just push on. I typically do things in this order to gain levels before coming back to Ecruteak City to fight the rival again. You have to do all of this anyways, so might as well do it at some point. Oh no. Okay, well, that was very lucky. Little moments like that sometimes don't make it into the video because they break the narrative a lot. I think I just named it Dad. Mr. Ketchum is a good idea, though. That's really good. Maybe in Gen 3. You have 1500. Get your Super Repels here. I don't need to fish anymore because I'm not going with Krabby. I'm using Psyduck instead. Oh, this thing has peck. That's very bad. Everything's bad. We're gonna, okay, we're fine. Maybe not. No! Okay, how bad is this Noctowl? Okay. We got a blackout here. I don't remember. I think the last time I saved was before Whitney. So we just gotta hope. Yeah, okay, we're good. As long as they can knock us out, we're okay. I have to reset if I could beat it. But I'm not gonna beat it. So we're okay. Alright, blackout. We're gonna fight the rival now. No reason to go back over there. We wanted to come back here anyway. Actually, first of all, while we're here, Psyduck can learn Rock Smash. Ah, out of my way, Morty. HP up. Apparently, there's no hole in the floor over there until you go through the center, which makes sense. I didn't know that, though. Yeah, we might have to get art for that guy. Oh, no. Did I skip the save? I think I skipped the save. Like a chump. I have to black out here again, too. Oh my gosh, did I skip the save? Save? I did. Okay, we're blacking out again. Ha! That's funny. I'm still gonna lose, so it's okay. But my Bellsprout gets to level up and waste our time. See, the other fight, I would have defeated him because he only has a Noctowl. So then I wouldn't have been able to redo the fight. And then my Solomon wouldn't have defeated every Pokemon in the playthrough, which would have been bad. Rock Smash is so I can get the Endure TM. The Endure TM is down on that side in Burned Tower. And I want the... We might have to go... Do that now? Oh my god. We can't... We have to beat Morty to get Thief. We can't use Thief against the Haunter. I think this is a struggle. I think Fury Cutter is just not going to be good enough. We can't get Thief. I'm not allowed to use Hidden Power. In the second playthrough, we'll be able to solve this problem with Hidden Power. So we'll go back to the lighthouse and just beat everyone and deplete all of our PP. Okay, we'll fight Chad. No. Oh, well, that's fine, actually. We gotta fight Pokemon anyways. We can get Hidden Power at this point, because you can walk through, what's it called? You can walk through, Mount Mortar. Get to the other side. Then once you're on the other side of Mount Mortar, you just go up and grab Hidden Power. So that's not a problem, but we can't get it in this playthrough because it's banned. Why did I ban it in my first playthroughs? Because honestly, Johto is so easy that I was just like, it's kind of boring if I get Hidden Power first playthrough. In Generation 3, Hidden Power is good, but it's not nearly as good as it is in Generation 2 because the level curve is not all wonky. So while Hidden Power is helpful in Generation 2, I don't find it as game-breaking. Whereas in this game, it's just like, oh, everything's really boring now. You just win all the time because you have a move that counters all your weaknesses. Okay, we gotta be careful here. Oh, Heracross can learn Rock Smash. Yeah, it can. It's just up at the top. Rock Smash is bad, though. We don't want it anyways. base 20 power. Same type of attack bonus is 30 power. It's still just better to headbutt. I think I'll just horn attack through here. Horn attack should be enough. Thief is from the rocket hideout. Yeah, I think that in like the second playthrough, I think the hidden power typing is like pretty clear for Heracross. I think it should be rock. So what's the plan for Steelix? Well, probably reversal, but we'll see. We might also just be able to win against it. We could teach counter, so like let's teach counter maybe in the place of like endure or something. We don't really need endure right now. And counter could be helpful against something like the Steelix in the future. It is going to be annoying PP to spam out, but that's okay. Imagine if Heracross was bug normal. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it would be better. Just spamming horn attack, it would be so good. Headbutt would be great. Return would be good. Alright, Dennis has flying types. We gotta be real careful. We'll fight the crabby guy too, because we still need to get rid of PP. Ah. Okay, we're fine. The Fury didn't do that much. But this is feeling quite similar to when I played it last time, Heracross. Swagger is also an option for some of those annoying Pokemon like Steelix. I went into the Heracross playthrough and I looked at its stats and I'm like, wow, this thing is really good. It should be a really fun, quick playthrough. No. It feels like the slow growth rate holds it back a lot, but it also just doesn't really have the tools it needs to go fast in this game. It's kind of an unfortunate Pokemon, honestly. We gotta use this up at some point, so let's do it now. I'll fight that bird guy down there soon. Just heal a little bit before I take him on. He's got some Doduo. I don't know if they have flying moves. Be careful. Look at how long it takes me to get rid of all my PP. This is like kind of brutal. Oh, we could also use Fury Cutter against the Steelix. I don't want to mess around with that. No, thank you. Ha! Countering the weak Raticate's tackles. Don't want to mess with that. You know, counter might be decently good here. Yep. Just got a Sonic Boom though. Do counter. I think can you get it? Department store, because you can get another headbutt TM. Okay, we're like almost there. Running out of healing items though, might have to buy more. Yay, bye-bye. Take some more PP. Yeah, steel resists everything. Dark, ghost. You're really good in this game. Nope, don't use an ether. No thanks. Yeah, what would Rock Smash be useful for? Like, I don't know. I don't think anything, honestly. Someone said Rock. A brutal timer. So, oh, this is not good. Do we have to crit with struggle? Oh dear. Is anyone else noticing my mic cutting out? Yeah, the audio has been dropping a bit. Weird. Very... Okay. Has it been like happening like frequently throughout the entire run, or is it just like there was like one occurrence of it just now? So this is not going to be possible. Alright, so we're going to train to 30, see what the damage rounding threshold does. Maybe in some really favorable ranges it will give us a one hit on the Magnemite. Not really sure what to do about the mic, honestly. I apologize. Hopefully it just stops. I've been having mic problems for a couple weeks now, where for whatever reason we are it's just cutting in and out. So I'll like record stuff and then randomly while I'm talking it just stops working. Really frustrating. Happened end of last run, I think. What do you mean by the end of last run? Like the last stream? We need potions so that I can continue. It doesn't work like that yet. I could go fight the trainers on the way to Lake Rage though. I'll do that if I can't do it at level 30. Yeah, I've replaced the cable with 3 other cables and none of them work. I've tried all different USB ports. I've tried turning it off, turning it on, plugging it in different places, changing the mic, changing the XLR cable. Alright, level 30. Nothing works. I think it might be the audio interface. I might need a new one, which is really unfortunate right now. Victory theme. Yeah, Hall of Fame. I don't feel like Hall of Fame right now. It's like we're 30 minutes in and haven't even got past Morty. No, I don't want to take a break from solo runs. I like solo runs. I don't want to play anything else. I don't really like doing like I'm like so focused on this format. Like this format is definitely my favorite format to play, so I might, like, I'm gonna try and at some point mix in Nuzlockes, but I probably won't, like, just do, like, a casual playthrough of a different game or, like, something like that. Like, I did, like, the solo challenge of Legacy Yellow, so that'll be coming out soon. Oh, are you kidding me? Stop. Okay, we're gonna give a Paralyzed Cure Berry for this next battle. Gonna get me again, yeah. Can't beat it if I have Paralysis. But we can at least play around that. Like, if anything, I'm going to speed up my progress at the solo series to allow myself space to do the other things. Because if I want to get through all of the games that I intend to solo run, I have to play the games faster. And the only way to do that is releasing more videos and doing more streams. Like, there's no... Ah! So close! That's awful. Are you kidding me? The number of times that lick has paralyzed me, it's ridiculous. Might be the RNG that I'm on. Okay, the crit on Quilava, that was really good. So we're gonna win this time. This took way too long. Yep. This fight was awful like it was last time. Oh no. No! No! Do I have to go back and get the pink bow? This is so silly. If I lose this time, I'm going to go back and get the pink bow. It looks like I might win if it doesn't Sonic Boom. Sonic Booms. I'm getting the pink bow. We're just going to make this easy. I don't want to do this. It doesn't take that long once you're in Ecruteak City, though, because you can just use the center there. And then go back like this. For anyone wondering, Struggle is defined on the ROM as a normal type move. So when using the pink bow, it boosts the damage of it because technically Struggle just skips, I believe, type effectiveness, but it doesn't skip the type boost check. So we do get the boost for it, which is lovely. Where are my repels? There they are. I think this is only a thing in Generation 2. I don't think it continues being a thing in Generation 3. Oh, what am I doing? I'm supposed to teleport back. Yeah, Morty won't be solved with Struggle. I know. I know. It's like, once we get by the rival, it's like, things do not get better. They only get worse. Alright, Pink Bow. Come on. Come on. Please. Yes! Okay, so we one-shot the Haunter now. That's totally different. Fight's a lot more consistent if we can one-shot the Haunter. I think we'll one-shot the Magnemite as well. No, I can't get Hidden Power. It's banned in my first playthroughs. Banned in this run. No Hidden Power. Wait. Is there only... You can only go down the one way? Really? This place is different than it is in Gold and Silver. I've never gone over and got this. Oh, I need strength, right? Okay, so we'll get it later. Don't heal, because we have to get through here somehow. We need a miracle, I think. We might have to use Swagger against Morty. It might be Swagger or something, like... deplete PP, swagger, try and dodge curse on the first 2 Pokemon or something. Like, I don't know. Maybe we'll 2-shot the Gengar. I don't know. Could we 2-shot the Gengar with struggle? Buckle up, kids. This might get rough. I know. I think it's going to be interesting though. As soon as we get by this section of the game, things are going to feel like they speed up. Oops. With Hidden Power, this is going to be so much easier. Just Hidden Power Rock for the Haunter and for the Quilava, and then the rest of the fight's kind of irrelevant. And then, oh gosh. Okay, I'm going to survive this. Can we have a first try victory here like we had in Azalea Town against the rival? That was really hype, and then all of a sudden everything got really scary. I'm not gonna go Mintberry this time. I just want to see how much damage I can get with Struggle Pink Bow. Like if I can one-shot the first 2 Pokemon, I'm gonna feel fairly confident. Because Hypnosis has 45% accuracy when the AI uses it. Okay, we're gonna do it. First time, we're gonna do first attempt Morty. Ah, yes. No, we need a counter for Charizard. We're like, we've got by Morty, but we still don't. There's still Charizards. There's 2 of them, and they're coming up soon. That was really unhype. Yeah, that was a very boring battle. All right, let's go. Let's go get our fighting type damage boost for all of the fighting type moves that we get. Right? Yeah. Go fight Chuck. Oops. Yeah. Okay. You learned close combat, I wish. So, I was speaking, I think with Snowy? Was it Snowy? About close combat and how good it would be in Gen 1. You attack, and then you get 2 of your stats lowered, and then it badge boosts your attack twice. Like, that's amazing. We gotta backport that move. Gonna be real fun. Just like, oh gosh, imagine a Pokemon that has Swords Dance and then Close Combat. You just Swords Dance once, then like Close Combat a bunch. Oh, the Machop survived. The slow growth rate's really bad. If anyone wasn't aware of that, you should be now. Slow growth rate is one of the worst things in all of Pokemon. I wish they would just take it out. It's so unfun playing the game with Pokemon that have slow growth rates. I don't know why I did it to myself twice in one day. The Pokemon I played earlier today in Yellow version has a slow growth rate. 2 of them in one day, it's a lot. It just always feels like you're like, just like a little bit too under-leveled to have the damage you need for some things to just feel so much smoother. Okay, here we go. Shock. Didn't heal, so I have no PP. It's okay, we got Horn Attack. Chuck is so bad anyway. Probably just gonna flinch the, yep, flinch the Poliwrath twice. There we go. Easy win. Didn't even need the Mint Berry. We get Dynamic Punch. Perfect for Heracross, right? Perfect for the fighting type. Teach that move right away, obviously. So that I can miss and be sad. Alright, get some items. Actually, just one item right now. Let's heal. Nah. The slow growth rate feels awful, but I think the fluctuating growth rate feels worse when you struggle at the late game. Like, playing Breloom the other day really made me realize that just how bad it can be. Like, luckily Breloom has the answers it needs, but for a Pokemon that is a first stage evolution, like Shroomish, which I don't think Shroomish has the fighting type, it's going to be awful. I think Shroomish is going to be truly awful in Emerald as a solo run. We'll get there eventually, but I haven't done a single first stage run in Gen 3 yet. Shroomish though, that one's gonna be, I think, gonna be bad. Getting the elixir. No hidden pirates banned. Why is Stantler slow? No one knows. Why is Manectric slow? That one makes no sense. That one hurts my brain, actually. You get it early on, it's not that good, and just like slow growth rate. Like, okay, like it's a dog. Like Houndoom has a slow growth rate. Arcanine has a slow growth rate, so like I guess that's why, but like could we just not? And then all the Pokemon that are really good, they're just always medium slow. Medium slow is so good. Which mon do you think would benefit most from getting a growth rate that isn't the slow growth rate? That's such a hard question. Like every Pokemon? Every Pokemon. I think, yeah, every Pokemon. It's hard for me to like narrow it down. Like, okay, I have to think about okay, so there is a Shelder run coming out in yellow version very soon, and if you don't want any spoilers for the Shelder run, for the next minute, you're gonna not watch, okay? Starting right now. Okay, Shelder in yellow version. Please go and look it up. It has a slow growth rate. It doesn't get any water moves other than Withdraw until after Brock. It's genuinely a Pokemon that feels like its special stat is much lower than its physical attack stat, and it doesn't get any good physical moves, like literally no good physical moves. Shelder is, quite frankly, it's a very sad case. So I think maybe Shelder might actually benefit a lot from not having a slow growth rate. Like if it was medium slow, it would be a very passable Pokemon, but the slow growth rate hurts it a lot. Okay. That's it for Shelder's spoilers. Outside of that, Arcanine is the first Pokemon that comes to my mind. I think Arcanine is actually a good Pokemon, but it has a bad growth rate. And like in yellow version, if it was even just medium fast, I think Arcanine would be exceptional. Like it would be very good. Even if it has like a really bad learn set, it's still physical attacks, and it like gets, I think it gets Dig, and then it has like in the I think in Gen 2, more than anything else in the game, move pool matters. If you have a good move pool, your Pokemon's going to be successful. If you have a bad move pool, your Pokemon's not going to be successful. Why does it come down to move pool? Okay, so there's a couple reasons. Just the fact that you're playing with one Pokemon, collecting all the experience in Johto, because the level curve is so wonky, you're going to level up enough to be able to defeat most significant threats throughout the game with pretty much every Pokemon, unless you're like Yanma or something. Then, you don't really need incredible stats to overcome those opponents, because you can also use things like rare candies and stat experience and just good player-used strategy to play around Pokemon. that are threats to you. So it tends to be the case that you don't really need levels or stats to have success, but what you do need is you need moves to be able to solve the key threats. So if hidden power isn't enough to solve all the threats for you, then you need to have a move pool that's at least going to do it. I discovered this fact when I played Raikou last year. I had played Elekid like a month before, and then I played Raikou, and the first Elekid playthrough, I think I got a better time than I... How is this possible? Like, am I genuinely just a terrible player? No, this is actually just how the game is designed. Because the level curve, you just need move. Raikou got stuck on Lance because it has no way to solve his dragons that resist electric moves. It just can't do enough damage with a move like Spark, which is just too bad because it doesn't its way through Lance and it doesn't care. And I'm gonna headbutt my way through Price now. He's terrible. The only way he's gonna win is if he freezes me. No, but he Fury attacks. Yeah, I know. The mic. It looks fine on my end, which is the weird thing. I wish I could fix it. Sorry. The mic is simulating listening to people when you have ADHD. That's funny. Alright, so we're gonna pause here. Test. Oh. Okay. I was back for like 2 seconds and then... just a second. Apparently it hates me right now. Okay. Heracross might have beat Morty's ghosts, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat the microphone ghosts. I think so. I pulled out my. I have like a Focusrite interface, and I don't know. I pulled it out and unplugged everything and replugged everything in again to give it like a power cycle. It seems like I'm at least kind of back now. But if it cuts out again, please let me know again. And yeah, if it cuts out again, let me know again. I might have to go and like emergency buy another audio interface if this continues. Like, we've been dealing with it behind the scenes for a little while now, and I didn't think it was a thing in live video for whatever reason. But like, there's a lot of times I'll record stuff and then I'll have to go back and do like so many retakes because it just like the sentences will just cut out it'll just cut out in a little bit. And then I have to go back and retake a line because we lose a word or something like that. So, yeah. What generation interface do you have, Scott? Generation 2. It's old. I got it for music, like, maybe like... I cut out again. I just saw it. It dropped. Oh no! This is bad. This is really bad. Okay, I'm gonna try a different channel. 1 second. Okay, I'm now on the second channel of the interface. So maybe this one is gonna be better now. Also, I did try the Shure SM7B as well, and it had the exact same issues. So I plugged it in and tried it, and it was cutting in and out for like 2 sentences. So I was just like, well, it's definitely not the microphone, that's at least good news. Don't need to buy another like $600 microphone. And then if we keep cutting out, we might have to switch to the Blue Yeti, and I'm going to apologize to everyone in advance if we do have to do that. I don't think it has anything to do with my screen recording device, or like OBS. I don't think it has anything to do with that. Because I'm having the drops on both my Mac and my PC, and I don't do any like screen or video recording on... How do I sound right now? I probably don't sound good. I gotta turn, okay. This is the Blue Yeti, by the way. You will now be able to hear every small detail that occurs in my room. Yeah, the Blue Yeti is like a really, really loud mic, and it really is tinny. Like, you can hear all the echoes in the room. Like, I don't know if you... Okay, the previous 2 mics that I was using, they were like less than a centimeter away from my mouth when I talk. But the Blue Yeti right now is like 1.5 feet away from my mic. 1.5 feet away from my mouth. The only way for me to... literally, the gain is turned down to 0 on the Blue Yeti. Like, there is literally no gain. It's like a small cricket, like 3 kilometers away, makes a small sound, and the Blue Yeti is like, yes, I hear that, and puts it in your recording. Absolutely awful. If you're gonna make content, please don't buy a Blue Yeti. Okay. I'm gonna try one more thing with the other microphone. I'm gonna put us back on the intro screen. This is frustrating. I'm gonna try one more thing with the interface to see if we can fix it, and if that doesn't work, then we're gonna go back. I've been bouncing back and forth between the Shure SM7B and the RE20, Electro Voice RE20. They're like the two standard podcast microphones that you see in like basically every podcast on the internet. So like, go look at like Lex Friedman or Joe Rogan. Those are the mic that they use is the SM7B. And it's the mic that was used to record like Michael Jackson's Thriller and stuff. It's been an industry standard for voice recording and audio for like 50, 60 years now. I'm probably going to get the numbers wrong there. It's been around for a long time. It's an industry standard. I'm going to try and do a couple more troubleshooting things, and then hopefully I'll be able to fix it. I've got a lead. I think I might have figured out what it is. I'm changing a bunch of settings now, and then we're going to try it again. So I didn't know this, but in Device Manager, if you go into your USB hub settings, there's a thing that says, allow the computer to turn this device off to save power. This is obviously going to cause some problems in some cases. So I'm just turning that setting off, and then we're going to see if that fixes it. Okay. I can hear you clicking. Of course, you can hear everything. It's the Blue Yeti. You can hear absolutely everything through the Blue Yeti. Okay, I'm gonna switch back over. Give me 1 second. Okay. I should be back now. And we're gonna test and see if my microphone cuts out again. I'm really hoping that it doesn't. I'm genuinely hoping that it's a silly USB sound setting and it's not my actual physical hardware. Okay, so things seem okay right now. I have not noticed it cutting out at all. Have you tried wishing? I don't have a Jirachi, unfortunately, in Generation 2. Quiet Chill Scout with no clicking sounds is back. That's right. It was looking pretty good, honestly. Maybe that was it. That's such a silly issue if that's it. Okay, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna continue like this. When we notice it again, I don't know what I'll do. It seems like it gets worse too. It seems like it's like fine for a little while and then over time it like slowly gets worse and worse and worse. Not sure about that. Kind of weird. Okay. We may have solved, or hopefully solved, the mic problem. But I don't know if we've solved the Jasmine problem, so we could be in for a rough, little moment here. I'm pretty sure I saved, right? Did I save? Yeah, I saved. Okay. My router, routing software writes that down. Alright, I guess we hope to flinch these things or something. Oh, we don't two-hit the Magnemites with Headbutt. That's not great. Okay, this we're going to counter. Yep. Oh. Should have anticipated. Oh, nice. Well, we're in a real bad position now, but I think this is going to be possible. Ah, the flinch of the Magnemite. Okay, never mind. Apparently, Jasmine isn't a problem either. This is ridiculous. So, like, the rival in Burn Tower was brutal, but the rival in Azalea Town? Yeah, easy. Morty? Thought he'd be hard? Nope, easy. Jasmine? Thought she might be difficult? Nope, easy. So, alright. It's nice when counter actually does something, honestly. That's pretty good. I think for that one, if I'm doing this with Hidden Power Rock, which I think I'm going to end up needing for the playthrough, it's not going to help me against Jasmine, so I'm still going to have to do something else there, but maybe I can use a rare candy or two to be 38 to guarantee the 2-hit with Headbutt, and then run Paralyzed Cure Berry. Any mic drops? It doesn't seem like any mic drops. I'm not talking like, I'm not feeling all the time saying stuff, so it could also be that. Oh yeah, I had to do, I'll tell a story. So yesterday I've been investigating why my voice has not been doing well with medical experts for like some time now. So yesterday I went to do a different test. It's called a barium swallow test. And okay, so normally, I don't know, maybe medicine isn't like this everywhere else in the world. In Canada, healthcare is free, so you just go and get it. And the system is, honestly, I've never had any problems with it. But like, it's generally like, so you sit down, like, talk to the person, they're like a human being, there's like some small talk or whatever, they do their thing, then like, do the test, then you leave. It's like, you know, it's like a regular kind of service like you would have with a professional. Yesterday, I don't know, these people, it seemed like time is money, because they're like, I walked into the room, they're like, okay, here's this thing, it's like fizzy rocks or whatever. I'm like, okay. They're like, they poured this other liquid into it. They're like, now you have to swallow this. I was like, okay. So I swallow it, and then they're like, it's gonna make your like stomach fill with air and make you feel like you have to burp really badly. Don't burp. I'm like, oh, okay. Then As soon as I did that, they're like, step up over here, go over here. I'm like, okay, step up onto this machine. Then they hand me this other liquid that is like, it's like kind of gelatinous and white. And they're like, fill your mouth with that. I'm like, okay. So I just put it in my mouth. Then I'm sitting there holding the burps down with this awful liquid in my mouth. And then they're like, swallow it. And then this machine starts moving. It was like literally like maybe 3 minutes of that. And then I was done. It was so chaotic. And they're like making me roll around and stuff. Oh gosh. Okay, well this did not go well against Petrol. Oh no. No. Anyways, I got a barium swallow. It was neat. They like the bed thing like folded down at some point, and then I got to like see the stuff like going down my throat as I was swallowing it, and that was cool. And hopefully they find something. It would be nice to just to like know that there's like a path forward to making my voice feel better. Yeah, it felt like a medical speed run. That is what it felt like. Here's these rock things. Here's this other liquid. We're gonna mix them together. Swallow it. Don't burp. Now, like, stand on this thing. Like, okay. I'll do all those things. And, like, I get it. They're probably really busy, so it makes sense that they're going fast. Alright, we're like an hour in, and we haven't made it out of Johto. So, this is when you know that the run is a slow run. Oh, should have saved. If you did it right, you would clip through the reset the timer. That's funny. Uh-oh. 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 Can I counter lick? No. Just saved. Blackout here? Probably. Maybe not. Yes, Fury Cutter, come through for me. Yeah! Yeah! Saved! I think I helped improve the Doctor's PV, honestly. I think I did. I think I did. I was like ready to be told exactly what to do, and I did exactly what they told me. As soon as they told me, I was just like, alright, gonna do this thing. Yep. Alright. I feel like with Heracross, as I level up, I'm not excited, because as it levels up, it doesn't get closer to good moves. Like, I know it's going to get reversal at 44, but then it's just like, even reversal doesn't feel very good, because it's kind of bad when you have full health. It only gets good when you're at low health, and I don't like being at low health all the time, so I'm going to have to go back for Endure. That word endure, when I look at it on the page and I hear other people say it, it's fine. But then when I say it in my brain, like with my mouth, it's just like, no, that's not the word. Endure? Is it dure? Dure? Like, what is it? How does it work? I don't know. If someone else said it, I would be like, yeah, of course, that's correct. But now that the word P-O-O-R, like poor, I genuinely, when I'm doing voiceover, I avoid that word, because every time I say it, I'm like, no, I don't think that's the right way. And then I have to do this sentence like 10 times. Just like, none of this is actually meaning anything. What is language? And then like the whole world just deconstructs in front of your ears. No. Obviously, play it. Not playing great today. We might need this. I hope we don't. Get return. Oh, is the mic cutting out? Is it actually? It was like good for a while and then like... Okay, I'm back in Blue Yeti land. Apologies. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. So it's not. I don't think it's a settings problem then. I'll just keep looking at this troubleshooting document and see if I can figure out what might be going on. Okay. There's another suggestion. I'm doing the old like N64 cartridge trick. A Game Boy cartridge too, actually. Just take it out, blow on it. I'm gonna switch back to it and see, but it's probably not gonna work. I don't have faith right now. Your mic quality is not a deal breaker, Scott. I appreciate that that's the case. Have you ever cleaned the inside of the interface? Do you need to do that? I don't even think you can open it. I don't think you can open the thing. I have to turn myself up, sorry. Now I should be the volume that I typically am. Okay. Next time it disconnects, we're gonna just run. Okay, we're switching to Blue Yeti. it broke right as I was like, next time it happens, I'm switching. I'm switching now. I've given up. I have to finish this run because like I said before, I have to get groceries. So yeah, it's definitely not the noise gate that's causing it. So like, at first I thought like, is it the noise gate? It's not the noise gate because like I'm talking right into the microphone, and it still just goes completely dead. There is obviously a noise gate on, so like if I stop talking completely, the Blue Yeti will stop functioning entirely. Like it'll just like cut out because there's a noise gate on. If I take the noise gate off, it might sound like, I don't know, really bad. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's no noise gate on the Blue Yeti. But I don't think that's what's causing it to cut out. Okay, let's keep going. I was gonna get vitamins. I don't know what I can actually get though. We can get an okay amount of protein, honestly. Oh, just not 5. That's okay. I don't know if we need speed, but maybe speed, just to be safe. I want to get somewhere and be 1 speed slower than the opponent. Yeah, the Yeti is a USB mic. The main difference between the Yeti and like the other mics is that the USB is like the Yeti is like a condenser microphone, I think is the technical term, and then the Shure SM7B is dynamic. Basically, like a Yeti is a very sensitive microphone, and the other microphones are significantly less sensitive. Almost so much that like they become inconvenient. If you're not like really set up to record with one of them, it's annoying because the amount of sound they produce is so quiet that a lot of times it's just like you won't have enough signal to make it sound good. So you need like a little thing that like boosts the amount of signal called cloud lifter to improve the volume. And then like a lot of post-production. You need to get really close to the mic. It is still too high. Yeah, I know. The gain on my Yeti is also right now set to the lowest possible value, and it is still too high. I agree. Okay. Oops. It's yes, yes, yes. 3 yeses. No. Yes. No. The gain slider on the Yeti is just for show. It does feel like that sometimes. I'm honestly regretting my choice of doing Heracross now. This has been really painful. I don't know if Pinsir's going to be much better, though. It's the sad thing about it. I'll have to look at its moveset again. Like, you can turn the gain down on your computer, but it's just digital gain, so it's like, you're just making everything quieter, so all the background noises just get quieter with the voice. Like, the problem is that if the microphone... If the gain is making it to the microphone, then like you have to disentangle the voice from the sounds, the background sounds. Oh, that's really annoying. Wait, are you kidding me? The bike is bad in Gen 2. Doesn't go much faster than walking, and to pick it up, it costs about 14 seconds to pick it up and register it, and I don't think you gain 14 seconds in the run by using it. I think you actually lose time. Or you break even. Henry, I don't know. Whenever I make a video, but I don't know when that'll be. I haven't had time. That's honestly the answer. Like, this is my job, and this is taking like 7 days a week of work right now, and I still feel like I'm kind of falling behind. So when I'm more on top of this and I have spare time and spare voice, then I'll be able to make something for the StarCraft channel, but I don't have the time right now. Okay, hopefully we can beat Claire. Oh. Well, I should pink bow. I just didn't want to change my item. It wastes time to open the inventory. I thought I would just one hit anyways, but Apparently, just barely not. What is this? This is when you... Well, I have reversal. Maybe the Kingdra will smokescreen. Probably not, though. No. Easy fix, though. I think I could have done that if I didn't get that ridiculous streak of just not hitting. By the way, it went from 64% chance to one-hit the Dragonairs to 100% chance to one-hit the Dragonairs just by adding the pink bow there. Actually, it is not really feasible for me to get a larger team, no. Like, I don't know, I don't know if did I mention on my channel in the last stream, but like Exceptional, he's another YouTuber within the like PokeTuber space. He's going to be working for me about like 20 hours a week, so part-time. So like my team is going to get like a little bit bigger, but honestly, the team is getting bigger because I can't do the work, not because it's like a good business choice. It's like I wish the channel was larger to be able to bring on the extra support. But, yeah. Honestly, like, YouTube is, like, I'm gonna go back for the... I don't know if I can get the Endure TM without Rock Smash. No, like, I have like a lot of help with, like the stuff I'm really looking for is like video editing, and like software programming. Those are like the two most important things for what I do, and I can't do them all myself. Literally, there is not enough time. I couldn't even make one. I don't think I could make a video a week and do everything that I currently do. I'm not sure how to do this. Yeah, I don't know if I could make a video a week by myself and like still do all the programming and stuff that I do beyond that. There just like wouldn't be time. That's just the reality. Yeah, Endure requires strength and Rock Smash. Yeah, you're right. I don't need Dratini because I have Psyduck. You don't need to get Dratini if you get Psyduck. Are you doing more than you need to? I talked about that on my last stream. I think the answer is yes. It's very hard to disentangle like okay, so like how do you determine when you're doing more than you need to? Because the things you're doing, you think you need to do them, right? Like every day when you do something, there's a reason you're doing it. You're not just like doing it because I don't know, you want it. Maybe you're doing it because you want to do it. That's 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? Yeah, okay. You're not probably just doing it because you want to do it. You're probably just doing it because, like, I feel like there's a need to do this thing. At least that's how my brain works. I don't just, like, do stuff. It's like, I feel like, maybe I should have got Dig. What? Are you serious? This is a disaster of a run. This run is truly awful. Where are you? It's up here. It's up here. I know it is. There. I figured that out before, so if it happens again, I know that I can get myself out of it. Like, anyways. Yeah, I should use the Blue Yeti more often. I should get like a focused like microphone that just goes for the clicking sounds, so we can get really clean clicking sounds without like all the other stuff. I think though I am doing too much. Like I'm doing a lot of stuff that doesn't necessarily matter, but I'm just doing it because it's like I think it's important and it seems like it's needed right when I do it, and then it doesn't actually end up adding a lot of value to the videos. So I'm trying to disentangle what is important from what isn't important right now behind the scenes and remove all of the stuff that isn't important. So like a little while ago you would have seen, and I've been doing this for a while, so a little while ago you will have seen the Centrit video, where if you haven't seen it already, please go and watch the Centrit video and just observe the comments. The comments, so many people were frustrated by the fact that I like removed the intro. We just took out all the graphics from the intro and I did regular voiceover. Like I didn't change anything about the structure of my narration or anything like that. I was just like, let's do the Centrit video. I'll just be slightly more concise with what I'm saying. And then still go through all the regular information like move pool and stats, that sort of thing. We'll just take out the graphics at the beginning of the video. And I also removed the statement that is like, hey, today I'm playing Pokemon Crystal with Centrit only. Rules are in the description. I'm like, I say that in every video. People are probably tired of it. I'll just take it out. And I thought no one was going to care. Like, this doesn't matter to anyone. This is all just useless stuff. We're going to take it out. No one is going to notice. It doesn't matter to anyone. And it'll make the video better. But everyone said that it really mattered. I think we can get rid of Fury Cutter now. I don't think we need it. Earthquake is just better because it solves the ghosts, finally. If you told your wife about your workload, could she point out things that could potentially... I don't think that's a good idea. I appreciate the thought. I really love what I'm doing, and having someone close to me tell me that I should do less of what I'm doing is a recipe for resentment for me. Like, I feel myself getting emotional thinking about that and getting frustrated. Because I don't, like, that takes me back to when my parents were like, don't play Pokemon on these days, you're not allowed to do it, blah, 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 blah. It's just like, no, these are the things I'm passionate about. Like, I don't want to be, like, rate limited in doing them and engaging with them. Oh, are you kidding me? I thought for sure Return was going to one-hit that. Oh my gosh, Heracross. Okay, everything about this playthrough has not gone well. Do I use the rare candies now? I'm level 46 because I have a slow growth rate. Red is going to be brutal. Yeah, the intro is very routine, and that's why people commented. I think so too. It makes sense in retrospect now that I look back on it. I'm like, oh, okay, sure, yeah. But when I was initially thinking about it, I was like, this seems unimportant. So I'm like, I'm going to remove that and we'll see what happens. Apparently, it wasn't a good thing to remove. But I'm going to keep doing that. I will keep removing stuff and seeing like what matters, what doesn't matter. So like, let me know if something goes away and you're like, I really liked it. Also, Kamikiku, thank you for the 20 gifted memberships. Really appreciate it. Is any reversal cheese possible? Like, maybe, but I don't think against Will because he resists it. And his, like, the Slowbro and stuff are pretty tanky. I'm going to go up to 48, I think, first. I'll teleport back here. I'll go through the whole cave, fight the trainers on the other side. That'll get me to 48. Then at least I know I did a little bit extra grinding and I'm not gonna, like, if I get stuck, at least I like tried to think about it. Our moveset's just so bad. Like, Hidden Power Rock would actually help there. Because it'll be slightly more powerful than Return in that situation. We could also, like, try and cheese through that with Headbutt. Just try and get a flinch on it each time. I don't think I'm going to make it through the cave. It's fine. I'll just train here.
I figured he'd be at blue by this point. I know. I did too, honestly. So my wife is like, I really want you to come with me to get groceries and stuff. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Of course, I'll come and get groceries with you. And then she's like, how long is the stream going to be? And I'm like, because we're doing our movie night tonight where we watch terrible shows and give commentary on them with one of our friends. It's really fun. I highly recommend for everyone, if you don't know what to do to entertain yourself, choose the worst possible movie. Like, get the lowest, like, it needs to be sub 10 on Rotten Tomatoes. Then watch it and allow yourself to pause at any point and for anyone to give commentary on what they think is like off about it. So like I focus a lot on camera angles and like the technical craft of making the film, and like other people focus on character motivations. It's really fun. So we're doing that tonight, but we have to get groceries before that because we're gonna make nachos. And I'm super excited about it. Anyways, I was just like, I'll play Heracross. He's a good Pokemon. I'm so much more experienced now. I'm come back to this thing, like, I'll do a really good job. It won't be too long, right? How long could it possibly be? Now I'm going to have to go to the music store and buy a new audio interface and test that out. Oh, gosh. My day. Alright, Will was easy at 2 levels higher. This is the power of the damage rounding thresholds. For anyone who doesn't believe me. Believe me! Actually, for anyone who doesn't believe me, just go look into the math yourself. And if you don't feel confident in the math, go and look at my, which video was it? One of my recent videos. The Versus video, and get a subscription on Brilliant. Take some lessons. Honestly, like, since I was in high school, I didn't really do math throughout all of university because I was in music school. So I just counted to 4 over and over again. Sometimes to 5 when they really wanted to make me frustrated. And yeah, I didn't really do anything other than that. So like my math skills like really atrophied. I was very good at math when I was younger, but now I just like, I forget everything. Okay. So hopefully Bruno's not going to be a problem. I don't think so with my typing. Yeah, even if Machamp crits, I think I'm okay. Yeah. Rockslide does so little. Okay. Karen, what's my HP at? It's full, so we're gonna HP up here. So I no longer have full HP. And then we're gonna fight her. Let's go. We don't have Mega Horn yet. We need 4 more levels to get Mega Horn. It's fine. We just got confused. We didn't get sand attacked. I think we're actually fine because of that. Yeah, we didn't get... Oh, we got stun sport. Okay, it could be problems. Could be problems. If the Gengar Destiny bonds, I'll be sad, but... Maybe the Houndoom can do a lot of damage with Flamethrower, but I think we should be okay from here. I'm not confused, so as long as I hit my Earthquake, we'll be okay. Yeah, Flamethrower does a lot. Oh, great. That's what gets me, the paralysis. I could use Paralyzed Cure Berry here for the Umbreon. You can also go Bitter Berry against the, what's it called? Yeah, against the Umbreon, and hope it doesn't, or hope it goes for Confuse Ray, but it's Sand Attack this time. Usually a little bit worse when it's Sand Attacks. It's generally better when it uses Confuse Ray, but I'm not paralyzed now, so it'll be fine. It's a rough run. This is going to be a 2-hour crystal run. Maybe, like, I don't see doing under an hour and 40 minutes at this pace. Heracross is not good in this game. Wow. I don't have a Paralyzed Cure Berry now for Lance, which is like very unfortunate. We might have to teach Rest just because of that, or rely on Headbutt flinches. I'm gonna not teach Rest right away and hope that we can do it with just pure damage, but I think that that's an unlikely case. I should have had Pink Bow. It's okay. We'll Headbutt the... Oh. Interesting. Oh. Okay. So rare candies before this fight. Got it. Do we teach Mega Horn? Nah. I don't think we need it. I'm not sure. I think Reversal is not that useful right now, but Reversal is very useful at the end. We can't get rid of it. Okay. Fire Blast. Now Reversal is useful. Yes! Yeah, Mega Horn would do more damage to Aerodactyl, but it has a chance to miss. I don't think its damage is like how much extra damage is it gonna have? Is it like double the damage? No, it's not double the damage. I think Aerodactyl still survives then. So then you just don't want to chance it. Like it's better to attack twice with a 100% accurate move than twice with an 85% accurate move. We don't need anything here. Okay, yeah, it was like, yeah, that fight felt very perfect, but now I'm terrified for red because I'm level 58 going into Kanto and I burnt 7 rare candies. Like, we really need to pull magic for red now. I'm gonna fight a few extra trainers along the way because I think levels are important. I don't want to be under level like 65 fighting him. That's just gonna be way too scary. I'll get cursed, but I'm hoping I don't have to use it. I think we'll just one-hit the Espeon, because our attack is so high. It doesn't have great defense stats. I should get Protect. Protect can sometimes be useful to stall. Here. Yeah, there's new move reminder, so we can't get Mega Horn back. And if we delete Reversal, then we won't have it either. It is night. When I go in the building, it's night. My overlay sets it to night when I go in the building. I think at some point I'm gonna release like a solo running version of the game as a patch, and it'll just remove all time-based events. I don't think they're very engaging or interesting with solo runs. Like, cool if you're like playing the game casually. Like it's a nice thing to be able to like find stuff on different days of the week, but in this format, if you allow yourself to pause, then it's irrelevant. And then either it's just a huge frustration or you mod them out. Yeah, that's how the day of the week people show up too. Yep. Yeah, it is like a cool mechanic to show off in the series, like when these games were initially introduced. It's like, wow, we have like a clock in the game. That's neat. Let's use it for something. Let's build a game mechanic around it. Like, that's really neat. It's like the game mechanic follows the technology. Kind of cool. Oh. Yeah, schedule my start time for every run to like a specific day of the week so that it's going to get the item that I need for like a particular Pokemon, something like that. Yeah. Like when I was starting this series, I had to think through all these little problems, like what's my approach going to be for that? Like what, and like there's always like there's two things in my mind. There are like two wolves inside of me, and they are fighting. Not really, actually. They're not fighting each other. They're kind of like working together. It's like, number one, I want to be accurate. Number two, I want to like judge things accurately, and then number two, I want to be fun. Like, and that's both fun for me and fun for you. If something is fun for me, it's more likely that it's going to continue being fun for you because I can just keep making the videos because I'm enjoying myself. If it's not fun for me, then eventually I might stop making videos, which won't be fun for you. And also, just like if it makes a better viewing experience, then maybe it is correct for me to like do something that's like a little bit annoying. In this case, I just want to make sure, like, it's more fun for me if I can just go and grab the item rather than having to like pause the game, wait for the day, or pause the game, save, go out, reset the clock, come back in. Like, okay, sure. We could say that it's not accurate because then I have to make this major diversion from the gameplay, and like that's part of the game, so I should be counting that as a part of the real time. I totally think that's valid criticism. It just doesn't feel fun to me. It doesn't make enjoyable footage. It really breaks the flow of these runs. It would make the streaming experience so much less enjoyable for you, at least I assume that. So I decided not to do that and to just go with the time of the day events being essentially turned off, simulating the fact that I allow myself to pause. So if I just paused in front of one of those people, then I could just wait until the proper time of day, like pause on the route before, walk onto the route, they spawn, I grab the item, I pause again, wait for the next day that I need, then continue. Yeah. I really like the Versus videos. I know. I wish I could make more. They take way too much energy to make more than I currently make. Sometimes people are like comment on my stuff and say like, oh, like I really miss the Versus videos. I wish you'd go back to doing that. It's like, I still do it. Like, I just don't think people like understand that I shouldn't have gotten that Poké Center and healed. I need to walk back to the power plant now. But I don't think people understand the amount of energy they take to make them. And it just like I can only make like maybe one every month or two. Like one a month right now feels almost unrealistic. Or unrealistic. Alright, so Johto, as usual, is easy for Heracross. What did we expect? I can dodge this guy, I forgot. We're going to take this. It's a Paralyzed Cure Berry. This is the second one in the run. And I don't normally use it, but I'm just picking it up just in case. I don't think it's going to be relevant, though. Did I fight Sabrina? Pretty sure I fought Sabrina already. Did I skip her? Yeah, this is a versus video for October. How much effort does a 2 Pokemon versus video take? Those 2 Pokemon individually in 2 videos. The versus video is probably like 4 times the work, 5 times the work. I would say. Because like right now our speed, we can make one individual video for a solo Pokemon in 1 day. And that's like, that is pushing it, and we're both quite tired after that day, but we can do it. With a versus video right now, it takes about a week to make it. And that's like just production, that's not filming. So like maybe it's a little bit worse than that. Maybe it's like 6 or 7 times the work. Let's knock this out and be consistent with our method. No! I hate you! Why you do that to me, Snorlax? Did I get the leftovers? No, I'm playing terribly today, wow. Oh. Yeah, it also depends. Like if the versus video is a fairly short one, like it's only 2 Pokemon, it's like an hour and 30 minutes long or something like that, that's a short one for us. If that's the length, like then it's not going to take quite as long. Like maybe it's a 4-day project, like 3-day project, something like that. Yeah, but that's production again. Like if I have to film the video too, then it's going to add a couple days. So they take quite a while to make. I'm hoping to get it down. Like I'm hoping to get it down. It would be nice to do a versus video in about like 3 or 4 days. That would be like ideal, I think. I think if I push it lower than that, the quality is going to be impacted. But I think all the other stuff is just getting tighter on the technical side of making the video. Like if we just do the stuff that we need to do to make the video at the same level that we're currently making it, if we just do that better, then we can make them faster. That's what we're doing with the solo videos. I do save the versus videos for really good Pokemon. That's like my intent for them. I save it for final stage Pokemon. I don't think I've ever done a versus video with a first stage Pokemon. Like first stage Pokemon, my intent was always like when I sat down to make the versus videos as a format, it wasn't really like a brand new bold idea that I had. I just like looked at something and I saw a problem, which was like, it's not going to be interesting to watch a video of me soloing the game with Starmie and Yellow version. That's not going to be entertaining. Because obviously Starmie is good. It's not going to have very many problems when compared with a Pokemon like Psyduck or something like that, which I was playing at the time. So then, logically, it's like, how do you make that video more entertaining? Well, it's like, well, let's put another Pokemon in and see how 2 Pokemon do against each other. And then it's more about a competition rather than about like how does this Pokemon even beat the game, which was kind of the content back when I started this. It was like people playing the game with Magikarp and going like, look, you can't do it. Like, oh, cool, that's neat. But if you can beat the game, then what's the more if you can beat the game, what's the more engaging way to play the game? Well, how do you play the game quickly, and then how do like two Pokemon compete with each other playing the game quickly. So then for me, it always felt like a format that was much better served to final stage Pokemon. And then first stage Pokemon would be the individual videos, and fully evolved Pokemon would be versus videos. And I've kind of moved away from that. Like sometimes I do fully evolved Pokemon in solo videos, but not all the time. Spinda versus each of its spot. There's actually a Spinda video coming later this year. It's already filmed. It's gonna be good, I think. What's the hardest part of the video making process? The script. I don't write scripts anymore. It's time for Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime tomorrow. It's gonna be great. I don't write scripts anymore. So when I started making these, I would recommend if anyone starts their own YouTube channel, script all of your videos. You will learn so much from the process of scripting for like a year or two that when you take away the script, you'll realize that your brain is making the script in your head and you don't need to write it. But you need to do the work of writing the scripts for a while so that you build that muscle to be able to do it. I think it's a mistake to just try and skip the script writing step altogether. You need to put the work in first, because my also the Pidgeot hates him. My process through it was like I was writing scripts because I knew that my voiceover quality would be too bad if I just did it improvisationally like I do now. I knew it would be too bad, so I'm like, well, I have to write the script, so I'm going to write the script first, then I'm going to record the voiceover, that sort of thing. Then at some point I realized that I'm never going to be able to make more than one video a week, and it's always been my goal to make 2 videos a week. I realized I'm never going to be able to make more than 1 video a week if I continue scripting, because it took me like 8 to 10 hours to script a video, and if I play I play the runs on one day, then I script the video on a second day, do voiceover and voiceover editing on a third day. By the 4th day of the week, like Thursday, I'm just getting into the video edit. So at the end of Friday, I would finish the video and then upload it, and it would go up on Saturday. That's my week of work. If I'm scripting, I'm never going to be able to go to 2 videos a week. So then I had to be like, well, what do I do? So my thought process was I can't remove scripting because it seems like an integral part of the quality of the videos. So like, what do I do? And my initial solution was hire writers. So I talked to a bunch of people, I interviewed a whole bunch of people, spent a weekend interviewing people, got 300 resumes for writers. It was wild. Interviewed a bunch of people, got some people, worked with them, they wrote scripts, and my feeling just looking at all the scripts was like they had done really good jobs, and I really appreciate the work that they did. But everything they wrote just didn't feel like it was me. It didn't feel authentic. And I couldn't put that in my videos. I was just like, I'm not going to do that. Like, it doesn't feel like me. It doesn't feel right. I can't use someone else's words like this, even if I've hired it out as a service. So I decided not to go with having other people write scripts. I'm going to continue this story in a second because we got to fight Red. And we're going to see how this goes at 68. I'm really nervous. Okay, Earthquake is kind of trash for this fight. Return has a ton of damage, and Headbutt has the chance to flinch. Plus, Endure has the ability to give me really good reversal damage, so let's see what we can pull off here. Is these Charizard second? Venusaur second. Interesting. Didn't expect the Venusaur second. I'm just going to two-shot it, and it's going to Sunny Day, so the Charizard is going to hit, like, for so much damage. I think I Headbutt first turn. Flinch it, then I Endure, go to 1 hit point, then I knock it out. No! No! Alright, this strategy can work. I think I need 2 more levels. Yeah, Venusaur has a fire type move. That is why it comes in second, yeah. Okay, we can continue the story. So, you can't put someone else's thoughts on a video. Yeah, like it was my thoughts, because like the writer would sit down with me and I would like tell them all the things I wanted to talk about in the video while I was filming the video, and then they would just like put those thoughts into prose so that I could read it out. So then it was like more polished. And then I'd go back and edit it and stuff. And I just found at the end of this whole process, number one, I wasn't saving that much time. And I was not saving time. I was not saving money necessarily. And then I was spending more money, and it also didn't feel authentic. So then I was just like, reversal would have done it. Oh, yeah. Reversal might be a bad option for the fight. Wait, why? We're gonna go up one level. We'll try again after that. So like, then my thought process was I have to go back to scripting, and I then filmed 12 videos and didn't script a single one of them. And then I went on vacation, and I remember telling my wife, like, don't worry, I'm really ahead. I have 12 videos filmed that I gonna write scripts for, and like, we're ahead, we're good on production, you don't need to be worried, I'm not going to be that stressed, blah 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 blah. And then I didn't finish scripts for any of those videos, and a lot of them never got released, and I still have the footage. I just didn't do anything with it. And the reason is that I was having so much anxiety about writing scripts because I really hate writing scripts. Writing has always been something I have strongly disliked. So I was just not doing the work that I needed to do, and just barely scraping through with one video a week that I absolutely had to do. And so then I was just like, what if I just try and improv all the voiceover, and we'll just see how it goes. I'm not going to tell anyone I'm doing it. I'm just going to do it, and we'll see if someone says like, hey, this video was clearly worse quality, like you should do better. If someone says that, I'll script. And then no one noticed. And I think if you go back on my channel and you look for the moment where I stopped scripting, you will not be able to tell where it happened. Okay. Headbutt flinch. Nope. Oh, I'm wrong level. I'm going to use the rare candies and just lock them in, and then we'll level up to 70 if this doesn't work. I'm also going to teach Endure, because Earthquake is just not useful. I also really want this strategy to work. Even if it's bad, it's fine. We have another playthrough again. We can try something else later. That's why we do multiple runs. So we can try strategies out, see how they go, reevaluate, try something else. We don't have to evaluate everything based on a single playthrough. Okay, so let's flinch. Nope. I don't think there's any way I survive that. I stand beside him like this so that when I reset, I don't accidentally talk to him. If you stand above him, you'll accidentally talk to him. Or below, like facing him. Just don't want to face him. I guess I could try to flinch the Venusaur. I think it's going to survive. I don't think I 2-hit. Okay, headbutt. This sucks, do better, not exactly constructive criticism. Wait, who said that? Yeah, I do have a 240 hertz monitor. Is this going to be Quillfish all over again? Is this going to be Quillfish? Come on! Can we just get sub 2 hours with this strategy and make me happy for today? Come on. Come on. Okay. Yeah, I actually think the videos got better when I stopped scripting. Alright, Charizard's gone. Let's go. Reversal is more powerful against the Espeon when compared with Return. That's hilarious. So we can continue using Reversal. It's gonna obviously, yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Alright. Yes! Yes! Alright, cool. So this was not a great run. Heracross is quite bad in Generation 2. You have to remember that in Generation 2, like, I'll bring up the results if I have them. I don't know if I have the spreadsheet. I don't know if the spreadsheet has I can't show it to you, unfortunately, because it has spoilers, but I'm not sure if the spreadsheet even has first playthroughs in it anymore. Oh, Excel is broken. Never mind. I'm pretty sure Alekid got a better first playthrough than this, and like other babies have better times than this. So like in Crystal, the results tend to cluster around about an hour and 30 minutes. That's like, we're going to see a really exaggerated bell curve with like the center being just like tons of Pokemon right around the 1 hour and 30 mark. And then like, as you get towards 1 hour and 50, the Pokemon gets quite bad. And as you get towards 1 hour and 10 minutes, the Pokemon gets very good. And then we're going to have some extreme outliers that'll probably get under an hour, like Snowy has demonstrated on his channel, on their channel. And there's going to be a podcast for that one soon, talking about that Kangaskhan run. I think that'll be... It's pretty much done editing. I just have to decide on when I'm going to release it, probably in a week or two. So it's coming soon. I've been talking about it for a while. I promise it's being worked on. Okay, so this one, not great. 20 resets, level 69, so there's at least something nice about it, but that's about it. This leaves me a little bit worried for Pinsir. Just a tiny bit worried for Pinsir. I'm going to tease that one right now, because that's typically what I do with these when I play one. I'll like load up the other one next and go like, all right, how do I think it's going to do? So let's jump over to Pinsir and just see what it's working with, and then maybe I'll come back and stream that one tomorrow. Okay, Pinsir. Vice Grip, Focus Energy at the beginning, then through level up beyond level 7, Bind, Seismic Toss, Harden, Guillotine, Submission, and Swords Dance. It also gets Headbutt. It doesn't get Swift. It doesn't get basically anything also to deal with the ghosts. So we have a very similar problem to Heracross. Pinsir doesn't get Earthquake like some people are mentioning, so that's frustrating. I think the like really big difference, yeah, that's also true, is starting to meow now. But I think the main difference between these two is that like Heracross gets the better moves in this, like offensive moves in Reversal, Earthquake, that sort of thing. But Pinsir gets Swords Dance. So we're really going to see which one's better. I personally think, obviously, my prediction is Pinsir's better. I think Swords Dance is just an incredible move. But we'll have to see if it has everything else it needs to get success. I do think it's going to be a painful first playthrough, because without Hidden Power, we don't have a good solution to the ghosts. But after that, I think Pinsir is going to be... Both Pinsir and Heracross will do a lot better in the follow-ups. Thanks for dealing with me today during the mic problems. I'm going to work on figuring out exactly what's going wrong, and hopefully we'll get that fixed for the next stream. I might stream tomorrow if I have energy for Pinsir. So look out for that. But if I do stream tomorrow, it'll be right after the premiere. So tomorrow in Pokemon Crystal, we are going to play with Mr. Mime. If you think Crystal is boring because we always use Return and we always use Curse, well, we didn't today. But also, Mr. Mime is one of the most unique Pokemon in the entire game. I think this video is exceptionally interesting. So if you normally don't watch my Crystal series, why are you here? But also, tune into the Mr. Mime video. I think it will delight you. Thanks so much. If you made it this far, you're incredible. I will see you tomorrow.